All right, we'll start off in Cuero looking at some cloud cover. Why? Because warm moist air is moving up from the Gulf, but it's doing more than just adding cloud cover. It's adding temperatures in the 80s once again. 84 degrees, more than 10 degrees above average. Only 89 back in 1975. Yesterday's high was 96 degrees. For February, hey, March got a little bit cooler the next day. Now, the weather just does what it wants to do. But again, 84 degrees for today. Now, we have that moisture moving in from the Gulf. We have some windy, gusty locations, but not everywhere. So some of this fog will get scoured out, but other areas can get taken down visibility-wise to a quarter of a mile or less. So again, when you encounter this fog, please drive it on the safer and the slower side. Looks to start shaping up a little bit by 6 o'clock in the morning. So it looks to scour out a little earlier compared to the last few nights and mornings. All right, again, we warmed in the mid-80s. We're going to stay there for tomorrow for Thursday, but a front's going to come our way. Look what happens then. Dropping down in the 50s. We haven't seen that in a while. We've been very much on the warm, hot, and steamy side, even overnight in the 60s and 70s. I saw some 40s right there, but after Friday, we'll start to see return flow out of the Gulf again, and that will start to warm our temperatures up. And then the rest of the week, really be back on a warming trend, headed back into the mid-80s. All right, dew point temperatures. These were knocked down. They got boosted back up. That front that comes in tomorrow night should take these down again into at least the 40s and the 50s. Right now, in the 70s, right across the area. Yeah, here we are, first day of March. Very much high humidity. Your hair gets out of control and very much on the unreasonable and the stuffy side. All right, we talked about the winds. We're gusty in some spots, not as bad in other locations. So we are looking at that fog problem. Other areas, more visibility is higher in other locations compared to some other spots. All right, this is what we have. Moisture moving in. Again, not too much in the way of rain. We still have those opposing forces working on the atmosphere. But what we've been tracking now for days and days is this boundary coming in out of the northwest. It has a chance to bring some thunderstorms and some rain, going to bring the winds as well. But then, after this boundary clears the area, cool, dry, sinking air moves in, and we go pretty, it's not as bad as what we expected a few days ago. We'll be in the mid-80s, might top out at around 70. That should be very pleasant. Not quite the 20-degree swing, but hey, about 15 degrees in a matter of a day. Eventually, this high will start to clear the area, and when that happens, we'll see that return flow out of the Gulf again, and that will start to warm us up once again. All right, here's our future tracker. All right, we got some showers, but you know what? Here comes that boundary. That's our best shot at some rain when that boundary zips through the area, potentially looking maybe at some thunderstorms as well. All right, for our marine forecast, we do have a small craft advisory. Winds on the stronger side, seas right around 9 feet at times. All right, this evening we'll be in the 70s. Overnight dropping down to 69, looking at that fog, still staying on that breezy side. And then tomorrow, 85 degrees with 30-mile-per-hour gusty winds. Looking ahead to Cuero, yeah, we get knocked down in the 70s and low 80s. Big deal. That's very, very nice with lots of sunshine. And then for Port Lavaca, very similar conditions. Maybe some rain next week to kick off the work week. And right here in Victoria, that front comes down. Okay, we go from 84 to 70. That's not too bad. And then we slowly start to warm up the rest of the week, making our way back into the 80s and then the mid-80s by Wednesday.